But you got to be able to get into these spaces. I think we got to get to a
have these
space where
conversations and try
we
to
gotta have
try to
these-
actually understand each other. Try to hear where you're coming from.
You know what'd be
I
surprising?
stopped using that word after he said that, because occasionally, to me, I feel like people are trying to like dominate me power-wise and stuff. But I'm like, okay, you changed my opinion on that, unless I'm singing "Win Long" Kanye. I'm like, all right,
ain't nothing wrong with that, because I think if they allow us to have more of the conversation, I think we could do more help to America than hiding the conversation, because everybody's doing it, but nobody wants to face that they're doing it. And you can't heal, even if you want to call it a healing, if you want to say getting to a next step, how do we get past this? You can't get past it by sweeping the conversation under the rug. That's why Trump is so offensive. Trump is so offensive because nobody wants to just face the type of country that we live in.
Yeah, and Trump
we
is
live in a
everybody,
racist,
other than the Jews.
we live in a racist country, and people. I remember when people voted for Joe Biden, they thought Joe Biden was better than Trump, and I remember playing this video where Joe Biden called young black kids roaches.
Exactly. He said,
"Oh, and they touching my leg, and they remind me of the roaches
too." I think he called them right, like roaches. Damn, roaches is way worse.
Yeah, roaches is worse.
Roaches is bad. Roaches is really bad.
Yeah, Bill Clinton and Hillary the one did the super predators, but
roaches is worse though.
Yeah,
roaches,
he called us
that's
roaches.
Bad. That's like
yeah.
a fucking roach.
And he could say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And for some reason, now if Trump would have said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, they would have crucified him.
Right.
Joe Biden says it, and they still voted for him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so
most black people voted for Biden still, right? Most black people vote Democratic.
because they're thinking that Trump is going to be worse than Biden, not realizing
Democrats
Trump
are
and
giving black people
Biden are the
nothing.
same.
Yeah,
Democrats.
There's no real difference. Yeah, I didn't vote last
I
election.
would say Democrats hate black people more than Republicans
different
because
kind of way.
of their hiding of it.
Yeah.
See, like the difference between Democrat and Republican, a Republican is going to put his racism out on the forefront.
Yeah.
He's going to say it directly.
Yeah.
The Democrat is going to be like, no, we're not like that, and then still do
We're
it.
sorry that you don't know how to get an ID. We're not racist.
Right. You know what I mean? Like that's how
they're
they
calling you dumb, basically.
Yeah,
without
that's how the
realizing it.
Democrat do it, and then we just get rocked to sleep when
Yeah,
it would be better for us to not care about the Democrats or Republicans and then just do our own thing.
I think, like you're saying, is like you really got to do it yourself. So it's like everyone, I help. It's like you can help a little bit. Not saying white people can't help at all, but it's not really.
If black
we
people
need
put as much
strong
effort,
black leaders.
Yeah, if black people put as much effort in our own communities as we do in these racial elections, these government officials, we would get more work done. If we just did more policing ourselves, more governing of ourselves, like what do we want? Yeah, because when I'm saying policing ourselves, like, we talk about when white on white crime happens, but we don't talk a lot when we do it to ourselves. That's where ISUBK, the school I'm in, we come into play. Like, we are brothers that have corrected ourselves from the evil that we did.
Lots of guys are like former inmates and stuff, right?
Yep.
And they've learned like, oh, this isn't the path forward.
No, it's not. And it ain't even just
easy
about.
to understand how they got there, though.
Yeah, and it's not. It's so for Israelites, it's whatever you were doing. So if you was an inmate, if you was a cop, if whatever you was that was detrimental to your community, to your family, to your structure, we teach you to first correct that. That's why when we talk about it, so if I talk about what white people do to black people, I'm free to talk about it because I corrected myself and I teach to correct others.
Yeah.
As opposed to when most black people talk about it, they're not correcting themselves.
They're only criticizing us. That's why I can handle some criticism from you a little more, because you're also criticizing your own.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's like, when guys only want everything's the white person's fault. That was the problem with the Jewish guy. He was trying to act like we were only blaming him. It's like, no, you're just not taking any accountability.
Yeah, he didn't want to take
accountability. You're taking
he didn't want to take nothing. It's like the minute you put anything on him, he's like, nah, I ain't agreeing with that. And that's the dishonesty.
You can't move forward without being like, oh yeah, we've wronged you guys some. You can't move forward without first admitting that.
And they're the biggest. The Jewish man is the biggest. Not so much that, but he's the biggest one that never lets anything go. Like, they still get reparations.
Talk about Rome still. They get reparations.
Yeah, they still get the reparations. They still get government funding. They get all the support from America, and it's still not enough. They'll take more.
They always, it's never enough. They always want more and more, and it's never any thanks.
Yeah, like that Middle East.
They're always the one
They
helping
won't
you.
be happy till they get that whole Middle East and take everything from Palestine, Iran, and all of that. When they do that, then
the Greater Israel Project. You probably know about that. It sounds like they want the whole thing.
They want the whole entire thing. That was the game plan since the Belfort Act. That's all they was planning on doing, and that's what they're gonna do. And so
atheist Jews convinced Christian Zionists that they're that God gave them that land, and that's mostly my people that fell for that. The white Christian Zionists,
definitely. And I think it was a money play.
To my people falling, how are you falling for this shit and bending over backwards again, worshiping these Jews?
I think the idea, like power, money and power, can definitely have a great influence. I don't want to use the word surprise, but Trump, I didn't think he would flip to the Jewish side that fast.
Like hardcore too.
Like, I mean, I was saying earlier, when Elon Musk, he did the whole Hail Hitler sign when Trump got the election. I thought he was going to be directly for just white America. I know y'all was ready for it.
I knew he was a bitch the second time around. His first term, I was like, all right, we got one of us. But I realized after I saw he was doing these private little speeches at Jewish events, basically saying he was going to do everything they wanted. So I didn't vote in this last election.
Oh, you didn't vote at all? Okay.
It's even worse than I thought, though. Like,
yeah.
He's trying
because
to
he might as well just call him Donald the Jew Trump.
That's the Jew Trump. You know,
Elon the Jew
his brother
Musk.
was in an all Jewish fraternity.
Oh, I didn't know
There's
that.
Some people that claim that he's a Jew. I think that's probably not the truth, but his dad did. They probably just wanted those ties. His dad gave tons of money to Jewish causes. Trump did. I think there's just, they want that money in that Jewish world.
Yeah, and they put their hand in a lot of different things. Like when y'all two come together, whew.
I mean, Jews and whites have done some bad. I hate the fucking white man that serves the Jew more than anything. It's like a trade. They've traded my own race. I mean, I'm sure you don't like.
Yeah, that's something that's something that we're seeing. Like, well, I used to. It's interesting as I've been doing and teaching this. I had to get used to hearing how whites hated
how a lot of whites
so-called Jews.
You thought you look at it as exactly the same.
Yeah, and so. And then when I started delving into, World War II with Germany, there's a famous speech that Hitler gave in regards to the so-called Jew. And he was kind of chastising France, Britain, and he was like, y'all getting mad at me because I don't want to keep them here, but y'all not accepting them.
Nobody wanted them.
Nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted them. That's why I said, like earlier, anybody can look it up. They was going to go to South America. They was going to go to Africa. And then they just settled in the Middle East, and then just said,
bombing it.
Yeah, they just said we're the Jew, and
they use their political power and money to get them to give the land. Palestinians ain't got no political power and money,
and they'll never be able to have. They'll never have peace in the Middle East. It'll never be peace until
they're never happy.
The
they
war
comes
comes.
More and more. Like, there's not enough money.
The only way that there'll be any peace is a World War III. That's it. It's going to have to happen. I actually thought it was going to be close when Iran was going to war with Palestine.
They were fucking
and I thought Russia was going to back them. I thought, okay, we right there. And I'm thinking we right there. And then, they ended up backing off and having a treaty or whatever that they signed, a peace or whatever. But that land won't be peace until there's a third world war. It won't be I know they think they're getting the third temple. It's not going to happen. None of that's going to happen until World War III
ready to
comes.
build.